So the last bunch of free-for-all games have kind of triggered a wave of people submitting free-for-all replays to me. You're gonna be seeing a bunch of these now. This is kind of a non-top level game, but we still have got Kurama and Friedrich Bannel in it. Bodge maps on the screen as well with the orcs. He was the submitter of the replay. Then we've got Electroweasel here with the Trolls Chieftain. I'm a little bit surprised by that one. Okay. Another troll player, Friedrich Bannel, aka Galactic, and we've got our dwarves Kurama. The map is Palace of Clarus, and yeah, this one is a strange one. There's not a whole lot of sectors. There's a whole lot of experience. In the center, you've got a crazy amount of undead, revenants, and all that kind of stuff. Then there is this whole mechanic with these energy force fields. You gotta destroy them crystals of the Hibernians to be able to get access to the bridge as well as to the loot within. There's a fire totem as well, protecting everything. But yeah, let's check the heroes. So we've got a High Hierophant, we've got a Plaguebringer, the Chieftain we've seen earlier, and the Occultist. Oh man, that's so annoying. The undead actually escaping here. The Occultist is gonna take a little bit of damage from walking out of the circle. You never walk out of the circle. Or you shouldn't, at least. Clan Standard is upgrading anyway. But yeah, this map is typically quite tough for the orcs. Trolls should be just fine, as you can tech up and make your bases twice as good. So yeah, approximately 4 sectors for everybody, unless something goes crazy. And yeah, this is a free-for-all, so still anything could happen. The orcs could take away bases from others. At least there's a lot of food everywhere, so that's not going to be a problem. Double hunt is more than viable. If you're one of those people that wants to send in replays, I highly encourage you to do so. I try to take them all. And the submissions are generally low enough in number that I can actually do that, so should be able to get around to actually all of them. No filtering required. So long as you think they're good. Actually, I'm getting a little bit tilted by this camera angle. Might need to rotate this a bit. There we go. There. Yeah, the camera starts a little bit tilted on this map. But anyway, yeah, we never really see games on this because this is not in the ranked pool. So you only get custom games on this one. Tons of Medusas as well to kill. And there's definitely enough experience for level 5. It's just that you have to fight wyverns for it. Which is easier for some than others. Definitely not easy for the dwarves. A lot easier for something like the Plaguebringer. Okay. Okay. Friedrich Bannel made them mad. So now they can share the XP, kind of. Going for the weak skeleton archer first. Also doing what he can to the undead with the disease. It's quite funny that disease actually works on undead. Oh, there's so many more coming! The bitey infantry are on the way. Having the knight providing this nice little aura for everybody where they get 15% extra resistances, so now that gets taken away and it will be a much easier task to take these out. The Plaguebringer actually getting a little bit low, but chucks a potion and everything's fine. Did the Hierophant actually retreat away from this? Oh, the Frontier was actually killing entire revenants there. Plague Bringer gonna pull them away and take away what XP he can. Quick pause here, I forgot to do the outlines. Apologies. Fixed. So now we can see through the trees. What's going on with our red trolls? They're not really doing much of anything. Scrap hoard in the main? What? It's gotta be better scrap locations, like... Surely there's some here, no? Apparently not. What about the sectors here? There's gotta be scrap, no? Dude, where's the scrap? I have actually no idea. Let me look around some more. We're gonna find out. We have time. There's not that much action going on in the middle. Dude, is there actually no scrap here? That is devastating. This frontier post can easily reach the bridge. And the force field has been dissipated. So there should be scrap at least here in the middle, right? No? Man, where is the scrap? Am I completely missing it? Medusa are getting farmed here. I don't think there's scrap on the map. That is insane. Oh no. Maybe on this little bridge? Yeah, there it is. These connecting bridges have the scrap. So they must be there on every side. Yeah, there it is. Okay. You really gotta go out of your way to get there. Really pretty waterfall things going on. I really like how this map looks. So we don't get to really see it on the free spectating mode. Some flyers will explore it all. Tripano just content to make a handful of extra smashers. He's also working on this Hibernian crystal. I don't think this one can be targeted from here. Too far away. So it's like not fully symmetric, right? Scorching Wyvern getting taken on by the Smasher and a handful. Wait, the Plague is already level 5? What? That's insane. Friedrich Banno. Gonna go level 6 with this right away. He's got a shielding amulet for himself. Yeah, he's been farming in the middle a lot, so now he can buy all the items in the world. He's got Corpse Harvest too. And as the game progresses, he'll just build his brute force. He's even got himself tiring attack to make these Wyvern kills a lot easier. So this one is next. And I'm not sure Friedrich Banno knows about these locations either. How do you actually access them again? So you just go off the bridge here, right? Yeah. I don't think he knows. So all of the troll players are just not getting the resources. That's hilarious. Gonna need a lot of scrappers. And this is a huge nerf to the race as a whole. As typically around the 10-minute mark plus, you kind of want to start your timing pushes with the Skull Crushers. But that's not going to be happening in this match. And the back creeps are getting taken down by the High Hierophant. That's Kurama. And ditto for the Medusa. Friedrich Banno getting really big though. Like, this is getting spooky. The hitting and throwing camps are made. Doesn't have a lot of resources right now, so that's gonna be tough. He's made additional scrap hoards and scrappers. Wait, his main never had one? Never mind. What about our orcs down here? So they're also cleaning up the wyverns. There's a handful of war riders, so those will help a lot. Risen Karak is in, so tier 2 is done. And iron mining has begun in the middle. There's 4 iron mines here. Very peaceful start to the game. 3 more iron mines. And they're working on the Hibernian crystal. I'm not sure that anyone has picked up the crates in the middle though. Is Friedrich Banner gone there? He's got a focus ring for himself from the second Wyvern, as well as the tier 3 scrap hide. An actual Weasel is kind of just chilling on as little as 2 smashes, going for the fast tier 2. Well, I say fast, right? I mean, these scrappers aren't gathering in their ideal fashion. This is still channeling him a little bit of scrap, but the actual scrap pile will be 3 times as good. And then Barge is picking up what he can there. That is 1 revitalizing ring, 1 ring of the sacred rite, as well as a shielding amulet goes through the middle. And actually that fire totem isn't doing anything. I'm not sure what the deal with that is. I guess you would have to attack it. Anyway, there's Death Resilience level 3. And he picked up an Amulet of Omnipotence in the middle as well. So, I would say you probably want to keep the Shielding Amulet. The Omnipotence you can just sell. The sell value is pretty high anyway, so that's the way to go with the Occultist at least. For skills, it's Brute Force level 4, and otherwise the standard kit for the Occultist. Oh, a little bit of combat happening. 15 sentries are a little bit scary, not gonna lie. Friedrich Banner will have to retreat here. Baybringer can't take it all. I'm worried for an actual Weasel, I'm not gonna lie. This army is absolutely tiny. Although he's gonna have the sharp eye of the tribe, so maybe he can get something special out there. Scorching Wyvern is still here, so that should probably be taken on at some point. You can weaken it with your base, the eye of the tribe can shoot it. And you just jump on it when it's quite weak. So yeah, gonna be heavy fighting between Kurama as well as Friedrich Banner. He's happy to lose the Playbringer maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I'm surprised he keeps fighting. Like, the sentries are tough enemies. He's gonna want to have his own throwers as well as skull crushers to go after them. The hitting camp is busy upgrading, but Friedrich Banner just does not have the scrap. Still didn't realize where the scrap is. Just gotta go down here. So this has been scouted by someone. I have to assume it has been barge maps. Anyone else wouldn't make sense. Okay, Friedrich Banner has seen it now, supposedly. So if he can reallocate at least 2 of his scrappers, that would be sick. Going after that stone hall right there. Ooh, good focus fire on that Playbringer. And we're gonna have a bit of a massacre on the sentries, but only one of them actually goes down. Very nice. Friedrich hasn't gotten to really use the corpse explosion. He would need to actually create a fight where he kills some people. Plague Orb isn't quite there at... Oh! Excuse me! He's up to level 5? Feast on Disease has been upgraded as well, so the leech is pretty massive. Almost takes care of what a potion can do. Right, the orcs are still fairly small for Barge. He's got fortified outposts, but yeah, the problem with orcs here is that you need those population upgrades very badly. One of such upgrades has been done, the second one is now on the way. It's going to be very important for orcs to take this over, but I'm not sure they can, with Kurama defending in full force. Ooh, that was a very nice barrage there delivered. Only shoots actually 4 projectiles now. It used to be 5. No, it's still 5. Hold on, wasn't that supposed to change? I don't remember. I was pretty sure that got changed in the patch. Oh well. Still says 5. Probably still is 5. Okay, some good targeting on these hunters, but it's still not going to be enough. The orcs do take over, and with that they might have a bit of a population explosion. Already it's 126 max population, and if they can upgrade this, that's going to go a lot higher. The Cultists can definitely take a beating here with Death Resilience level 3, chugging some potions as well, and potentially, does he have the pull ability? Yeah, yes. Have Notify. I'm not sure why he didn't pull in some of those sentries, although they do. They are pretty big units, right? So taking a lot of space, and AoE doesn't affect them as hard. Friedrich Bano coming in with a huge army of 6 Skullcrushers and 15 throwers. I think this base is going to be his after all. Maybe he got requested to help. Another additional few kills for him. A bit of Spike of experience. He's at level 8 currently. Let's take a look at what he's got. So level 5 on Brute Force. But you kind of don't want to draw too much attention to yourself in the free-for-all, I think. Like, if everybody collapses on you here, I think Friedrich Bano would be in trouble. But at the same time, destroying a Dwarven base is very meaningful. You can pick up a lot of these resources. Especially the stone department will be going crazy for Friedrich. So he doesn't even need to put down any stone cutters here. And he's going for our red trolls right away. But he's going to find that there's a lot of Skullcrushers here. Maybe not the best idea to go into that right now with all the others around as well. Oh, he's triggering it. That actually kind of did very little. By the way, Tiring Attack has some AoE back, which is why we're seeing so much weakening, but it might actually be coming from these guys. Yeah, I think it might be. That said, the Plaguebringer has a weaken as well. And I do think it's actually stronger. Ooh, picks off the hero. And we've seen a tiny little corpse explosion. So far, excellent micro from Friedrich Bano. Just kiting backwards, picking off Skullcrusher after Skullcrusher. Very well done there. Yeah, they're going down pretty fast, and the corpse explosion's helping a ton. Orcs are coming over to help. But I think Friedrich Bano can take that as well. He's got a ton of damage coming out here. The Cultist is trying to face tank it, but it's just not happening with all of these throwers trying to take him out. Ooh, he manages actually to teleport away. Friedrich Bano does lose a handful of units, so this might be like Kurama's chance to come in there. Taking out the Ice Wyvern actually, so that will put the Hierophant on level 6. Maybe she can pick up some stuff at the shop. And yeah, Friedrich Bano has finally noticed the scrap locations, and now he's gonna be booming his economy. Let's see if we're going for a strong Heart of the Tribe. It's already done, which means that magic would be on the table. Bases are all upgrading at once, so this is gonna be costly for Friedrich Bano, but once he's got it done, he can really get going. A little bit of wood income and food income needed still. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for him to fully transition to offerings and to get his magic units going as well. So probably the best action he can do right now is to just chill somewhere in the middle. Maybe pick up some stuff on the bridges. This is actually wide open, so both players could run through. Orcs have reached tier 3. It's still only stuck on 4 bases. So that is not the most fortunate situation, only at 52 population as well. Bajmaps has sacrificed a lot to stand up against Friedrich Bano's aggression. And every time he does, it seems like Friedrich Bano just gains a little bit more ground. Now attacked by Kurama though. That's a big army, but I think Friedrich Bano's 166 population just asks to be punished. all 3 players converged on him, I think that might work. But it really is going to take some kind of union to take him down. Plague Orb once again delivering a ton of damage. Sentries deploying, but this also makes him completely immobile, so maybe they'll take the Playbringer. Not even. It's not even going to happen. And Skull Crushers and Throwers just smash through everything. Very little is left here. Yikes. Friedrich Bundle once again back to 166 pop. Hardly lost anything, honestly. 1 thrower? Is that all he lost? Is that it? Oh my goodness, that was hyper efficient. So yeah, here we are with everybody else struggling to survive. Friedrich Bundle being ultra rich. I think there's a lot of chilling going on in this game, so we might fast forward a little bit while Friedrich Bundle builds up here. Everybody else is trying to go tier 3 here. Looks like Barge Maps is essentially done with the tier 3 transition though. Oh wait, we are gonna have fighting, so no fast forward just yet. Plague Orb did something. It wasn't huge, but it was something. Weakening is 10%, but he also takes a disease. And that's 16% additional reduction, so minus 26% on these resistances. They are still ending up pretty high for Barge. Seeing as he has triple death resilience, 80, 90, 80. That's actually crazy. Very good Corpse Explosion once again. Friedrich is taking no prisoners. Allowing no funerals. He's recycling. How is there a Mole Rider? That can't be from the start. That was made. Running low on stone is Kurama. These bases still have some. So you can keep going. But yeah, you don't want to attack that border fortress. You don't want to fight 2 players at once. You can clearly see that there's an alliance building here. Wish we could see the chat, but oh well. Friedrich Bundle's actions have provoked everybody, and he's trying to keep everybody weak at the same time. It's a lot of axe wielders, he can kind of take that. Oh, that Plague Orb is set up very, very nicely. Going through the weakening as well as the disease. Some of these units were actually not hit. Means that the disease stays on. That's not a whole lot of kills, right? But it was pretty much free. They would need to clump up a little more to actually take a lot of damage. Okay, we've got the first of the Berserkers. So I think that's going to trigger potentially Friedrich Bundle to get a little bit more aggressive. We've got a handful of Wall Breakers. And even more Skull Crushers getting trained. Doesn't really have any resources though. Shrines to Mugwa are coming in. And Friedrich Bundle only has 2 idols left. Once he makes those last buildings, he can purely focus on the army. It's here in the middle. That he's got the idols. No one else has idols, so that's it's very nice to see. Let's see how the orcs have upgraded. So it looks like there are 2 upgrades done for the orcs for now. I think Resist got done as well, yeah. So they're 2 and 2. Do we have some kind of Ash collection? This is the only base with Ash. Main doesn't have any. Would be very nice if it did, though. Right, Electro Weasel is on 300 resources almost each. Of the basic resources, that is, not the good stuff. Scrap remains a problem. He still hasn't discovered this, and Friedrich Bundle has eaten up whatever there was here and here. So down here there's more scrap. If someone Friedrich Bundle can get through, that would be sick for him, but he's about to lose this scrap, or maybe that reminds him though. Ooh, trying to get away there, but the sentry picks him off. Friedrich Bundle's had enough. He's going for the border fortress destruction. Let's see if some help gets requested by our orc player. Bodge Maps here, he'll really need it. Except the dwarves are delivering the help in the form of aggression. One berserker will be killed for sure. And the teleport is gonna do what it can as well. Oh no! Oh, that plague orb was absolutely brutal, taking down a lot of the units. And the dwarves have to teleport out. Late to the party is Electro Weasel, but trying to help. Is this enough, I wonder, to take out the middle base? Certainly there's not gonna be any teleport available for Friedrich Bundle, but he's walking in. He's 200 pop. I think he can survive just fine. Especially considering there's a lot of just normal scoundrel here. They're not terribly scary. If all three players, however, converged on the middle right now, I don't think Friedrich could hold this. Like, 200 pop is good, but Electro Weasel's also got nearly 200. It's lower quality units, but still. Not that much lower. It's only a handful of Warbreakers that set Friedrich Bundle apart. And I don't think he actually got any of the upgrades there. Although he should have done. He got the Skull Crusher upgrade, which means more cleaving. Watch Maps once again, pulling the trigger, upgrading the base as fast as he can. Friedrich just plowing through everything. He's already killed a hero. Not the best weakening before the Plague Orb, but I don't think he cares too much. Like, the Warbreakers can just do their wall-breaking things. And he is gonna teleport out. He's taking down a lot of the army, to be fair, so this is fine. The defense is totally on point. And once again, the three other players just weren't coordinated all that well, as they're kind of relying on chat messages, and I'm pretty sure they're not in a voice chat, right? It's not a team game. Everyone for themselves. We've got our first magic units on the field as well. Flesh Eaters for now. Okay, now they're trying to pull him apart, so that could work. These berserkers are high enough in number that if they were down here, Friedrich Bundle would have to fight in 3 different places. But he's cursing under his breath. Shot after tribe will be probably going down. But Friedrich Bundle gets a hero kill. He's level 10. Is he just gonna go for the capital snipe? Can he actually afford to lose this base? The Eye Banner is gonna be taken over by Electro Weasel. There's a Vortro trying to help out. Alright, the Wallbreakers having to refocus to take out the border fortress, but they're getting kind of picked off. Only one remains. Nice corpse explosion takes care of the Vortro and heavily damages all these hunters. The game ends up being quite a bit more action-packed than expected, maybe. Friedrich Bundle drops down to 122 population. He can't actually take the border fortress down. He's gonna have to teleport back home to defend his base. There's a bunch of units here already. Plaguebringer ends up being one of the units to block the path with. That's hilarious. He actually can't. Electro Weasel can't push through. He's having to fight through Bone Hexers, who are taking back the health by doing leech damage. Hero is dead. Corpse explosions have been hyper effective. And Electro Weasel does have to turn around, as once again Friedrich Bundle reaches a high population count. The dwarves have been idle this whole time. They could have been helping out so much to reduce whatever they wanted of Friedrich Bundles to ashes. His base has not been upgraded as well by Electro Weasel, so it's going to be a pretty easy take back by Friedrich Bundle, not a problem. So flags down. But the situation is kind of being reset, right? And Bodge has taken a decent fight here, damaging a lot of the army. Friedrich does not have a good economy anymore. Kurama maybe can make something happen, but not without some Moon Silver, which is here. He's just started gathering it. Where is the Moon Silver? Up here. Now we got the push happening with Berserkers, with Earthshapers. Do the Earthshapers actually have their upgrade there? The aura is super nice against all this weakening. Can offset it at least a little bit, but he's not activating the shield, so... This is, once again, a decent trade for Friedrich Banno. Up to 200 population, he can trade away with this. No problem. Just needs to get rid of the Smashers as fast as he can, because these have magic resistances of trash tier. Minus 25%. So he doesn't want to deal with all of those Earthshapers and whatever. Eventually the Berserkers will also have magic damage. Definitely don't want that. At least the throwers have range, right? So they can stay away from trouble. Transitioning into a ton of food patches. Understandably needed. Making back to hero now. Died probably for the first time. Yeah, he'll have to lag it if he wants to come here. There is some loot in the middle. Might be some really juicy item. Friedrich Banno could use a second ring. Or a better amulet. He's got 14 focus potions and 12,000 resources. I would wager he can probably pick up some skill potions actually and like work on Breath of Vitality or something like that. Getting that 2,000 extra health is very nice for sure. Well, the orcs have grown bigger. Those are trolls, they are not even orcs. So we do get a troll mirror matchup on three fronts. Tons of work kills coming through. So a little bit of added experience for the occultist there. Still not reached level 10. Not even level 8 is reached. Hierophant is chilling here with the Magic Axe Berserkers, so they've got something going on for themselves, which is nice. Friedrich Banno is gonna pick up that good stuff in the middle as well. Looks like a Ring of Serenity, so a lot more focus regen for this hero. And the range units are kind of shooting through the force field. As long as they don't try to do anything weird, it should be okay. Shrine to Mugwa could have been destroyed as well. I'm not sure why he's leaving. I guess he doesn't want full-on fight. Little actual weasel also being around. So he destroys that crystal finally. By the way, if you have flyers and they go through this, they get killed. I think for ground units, it's not like that. I think they just stop. But flyers, they get killed by the force field. Oh, nice corpse explosion there. Damaging a lot of the units again. So Friedrich just taking these efficient fights. Relying on the flesh eaters for the burst damage. And we might have a dwarf versus orc fight in the middle, and not everyone has grown bigger. This still consists of a lot of Warg Riders, so I think they can actually take it. Oh no, don't activate them all at once. What? Oh, they've agreed to go together. Watch this. That's amazing. Wait, they're not gonna go together? They could definitely take out Friedrich Banno if they wanted to. Teleports home. And yeah, he will be able to defend in the middle of these buildings. The hero is already down. Dwarves are trying to come in, pushing barge maps out of the way, sort of, but ends up just fighting him. So this is gonna work in nobody's favor, I don't think. They're just kind of annihilating each other, and Friedrich Banno cackling in the background as he stays at nearly 200 population. The corpse explosion was enormous once again. Even the Wartrolls can't take that kind of punishment. And now the dwarves are coming in, but Friedrich Banno's base is lost. So all these wall breakers are taking him down. Maybe he will actually perish once these two armies link up as well. Another good corpse explosion. Man, the cooldown on that thing is so low. What is it? Are you serious? Only 10 seconds? That's wild. Sorry for the frame drops. I do wonder if it would help with SpellForce to upgrade my PC a little bit. I'm on a 5700 XT here, and a 3900X. Been thinking about it, but I also don't really feel the urgency yet. Can kind of play 1440p and stream and record at the same time, and it's been fine. Maybe I'll pick up some of these current gen things that are coming out. Maybe not, I don't know yet. Thinking about it a lot. It would surely make video editing faster though. That would be the good part. But it's already not that bad, so I don't know. I don't know if I should. Flesh eaters. Eating. They eat flesh. That's what they do. Then they get blood power from it. For each stack, you get like 3% or whatever. And you can get up to 10 stacks. So yeah, these units can get pretty good. And then you can convert them into other stuff. So let's say you make them a bone hexer. Then you make them into a wall breaker. That would be a pretty good combo, as then the wall breakers could have the 10 blood stacks. And let's see if 3D bundle can break through this. There is quite a bit of defense here though for the dwarves. I would advise not to go right now. Maybe if you can pick off a few of the units first. Maybe kill the Moonsilver mines. That's actually a pretty good idea to halt the progress on that a bit. Kurama is still spending Moonsilver, not sure on what. They tried to get Pyromancers? Hell yes. So the store of these buildings is essentially full right now. Or something. They're missing resources right now. Never mind. But that's gonna make them full for sure. We'll see if Kurama can actually pump out a full pop army. He's stuck at 160 population. I'd at least like to see him do the population upgrades. He's getting the Moonsilver. Smelting it as fast as he can. Why is he going after Electro Weasel here? That's not a very meaningful base, is it? Oh, there's tier 3. There's Moonsilver here. Never mind. It has literally never been mined. Get it? Oh my god. Cringe. Alright, teleporting back. Now fighting 3D bundle. There are Pyromancers, so that's gonna help a lot with the magic damage against all this lower tier stuff. Of course, Flesh Eaters are not lower tier. They do not have magic resist, but that's better than having negative magic resist, so. Moving forward here. Orcs now have 5 bases. We have our first drummers as well on the field. It's gonna give a bit of regeneration to these goblins every time they strike their drum. A little bit of extra damage as well. So these guys have 29 damage right now. These guys have 33, and they can apply oiled to enemies, which slows them down, attack and movement alike. Then the shamans ignite that, causing a bit of extra damage there. Overall, a pretty good combo. Curious if we're gonna see Titans in this game. Oh, Electro Weasel. Speaking of Titans, hell yes. It's happening. Let's see if there's any other Titans being made. 3D Bundle is in serious trouble. He's on only 2 bases. I have to really make something happen here. He's trying to upgrade his Skull Crushers. Not into... Oh. He's got more hitting camps in the back here. Interesting. Toxic Fog is getting researched for the Flesh Eaters as well. So that's gonna like enfeeble people around. Means that their attacks are getting lower. Oh, Chieftain is getting absolutely giga sniped. Heavy weakening coming through. And he's only level 4, so doesn't have a lot of health. Doesn't have the invulnerability ability. And it looks like Barge Maps has had enough of allying with others. He's strong enough now. It's gonna be a lot of resources for the orcs there picked up from all these destroyed buildings. And they can make their own. Get a ton of iron, ton of black ash. That's the good thing about like fighting against trolls. When you can take over their stuff in the later game, you gain all these tech resources. Always a huge moment for the orcs. Well, oh, now that's interesting. He's sacrificing the axe wielders and that sentry to be able to replace them with better units. I like it. It's not like he's feeding that hero XP anymore. Level 10 is the max. Doesn't go any further than that. Still quite a bit of iron being gathered. It's gonna run out eventually, but today is not the day yet. Tons of black ash being collected from this single tree. Moon silver will also be available for the dwarves if they decide to come over. Alright. Electrovis is not gonna take this. Problem is with this Titan. Oh no! He forgot the Ice Wyvern. Oh man. That is rough. That is really rough. But yeah, the problem with the Titan is he'll need a Flesh Eater with 10 blood stacks. Now, I'm not sure how he's gonna get it. Like, he would have to win against the orcs here, which might happen. Oh, Chieftain has finally reached level 5 and once again dies before being able to use the abilities. And this looks like enough stuff to me that all these units will perish. Not able to fight the base and the army at the same time. Plus the level 8 hero is just way too much as well. It's got insane resist right now, reaching level 9 to top everything off. Only one unit with power stacks has survived. Panel also taking back a base from Electroweasel. Not gonna allow anything to really happen. But Kurama is kind of just chilling at this point. Not really getting a whole lot done. But looks like he's received his chat message to go and do a preemptive strike. Tinted Obelisk not doing work. Neither is this one. But yeah, at 42 minutes, you kind of think it's Titan time, right? Ooh, the Flesh Eater weakening all of these attacks. That's actually amazing. How strong is that weakening anyway? We can't see. There's no like aura state. But we can see on the enemies once it happens again. Quite a bit of flesh eating has happened here for Friedrich Pano. He's gained back his Tainted Obelisk. And once he builds up a little bit of his offerings, he can also go for a Titan. This one has been cancelled, I think. I think it's been cancelled. Electroweasel once again has 310 offerings, so it is not happening after all. He can't get the blood stacks, and with everybody chilling, that is definitely time for at least a double speed fast forward. Maybe even a triple. As we just check the Tainted Obelisk. Okay, we are gonna have a Dwarven Titan. So that just gets paid. You don't need any summoning mechanics. It just pops out of the Tainted Obelisk right here. There it is. Hell yeah. Go big boy. He can delete a base. Very potent little unit. Little. Nihav's hammer here is very, very powerful. For 3 seconds, every 1 second, he does 84 siege damage. With 15 projectiles. So, yeah. Some big ass AoE. Dwarves are now full population. Very scary. And Toxic Fog is minus 20% damage. Takes down the Ice Wyvern. Then, really unfortunate that Electrovisa has forgotten about this thing. Significant weakening going down as well. I'm not even sure he cares about the item, but he's gonna pick it up. Ends up being another shielding amulet. Oh, he had a no equip situation on the Ring of Serenity, but now he's got it. And I think he's gonna be going for the main, but the Titan and the Dwarfs are here. Oh, very nice to have some Bone Hexers at home actually to deter this. Ooh, Plague Orb delivering another load of damage there. Warbreaker getting a little bit low, but if you upgrade him, he can get the health back. Not gonna happen. Everybody pops their shields. Ideally, you don't want to do that. Those are kind of forced to just run back and forth between these choke points. Not ideal, as they're actually not doing any damage to the troll army, which is enormous, by the way. The bundle remaining at 200 population. He's starting to eat. Things are getting real scary around here. Is he going for a Titan himself? Doesn't look like it just yet. Is there going to be an Orc Titan? Oh, hello there. What happened there, Barge Maps? Think he might have decided against it? Oh, he's got the Titan out already. I completely missed the message. Titan versus Titan battle is going to commence. He's going to throw down the siege damage, area effect underground, and together with the Pyromancers, he's deleting every single light unit on the map. Oh my goodness, absolute massacre on the bridge. This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. Something like that. Are we gonna see any more Titans? Maybe Friedrich Bundle? Nah, he's spending on the magic units. He wants full army. He can take on a quarter army with like a Titan, right? That's not a problem. As for poor Electroweasel, he might have the eco for it. He does not have the blood stacks. I'm not sure how he's gonna get the blood stacks, as Friedrich Bundle's army is just absolutely terrifying. Probably gonna be approaching the hour mark here in this match. Chieftain once again getting absolutely nuked. What is going on with that hero? Like, there's no anything on him. You should at least buy the armor, right? Yeah, that's kind of sad. Friedrich Bundle can bully that all day. Dwarves have been rebuilding. I would not mind seeing some dropships at this point, honestly. So, just looking at the perspective of Kurama, you can see that it should be possible to just fly around the edges, right? And drop something here, destroy a few buildings, get out again. I don't know. There's also some cool item here, supposedly. So, I don't know how that hero is doing the High Hierophant. Has the tier 3 items, has a focus ring and 3,000 gold. But nothing on this side. Cue the battle music. That is pure Bone Hexer. Friedrich Bundle has achieved everything he ever wanted with the army. A few more defensive fights. You'll have some 10 stacks. The others will get relatively high as well. You can start thinking about the Titan at that point. Okay, dwarves are going to teleport away. As there has been a run by with Warbreakers, this opens up the opportunity for Friedrich Bundle to go after this one. As there's not a significant amount of connecting Godstones. You have to have the middle to actually have a second Godstone on this map. Which Kurama certainly doesn't. This border fortress will get absolutely wrecked. The one Skull Crusher will die. Oh no, anyway. Titan doing what it can to deliver some siege damage. He does have a little bit of siege damage in there for sure. Sharp Aftertribe shouldn't be able to hold, but yeah, Friedrich Bundle finally has this base back. It's very good news for him there. And with the rest of the army, you can kind of just escape this, I feel. siege damage is coming in on the units. Very nice corpse explosion on the front lines, severely weakening all of the frontline berserkers. And the dwarves have to turn around in the end. Friedrich just gonna rebuild this. Might have to end up fighting the other troll army though, and he doesn't have a teleport right now. But he is gonna have 10 stacks on several of these. Yeah, that's definitely that sharp eye of the tribe. Resting pepperonis. Recycling is well underway. Gets back at least some of his resources. The orcs once again have had enough, going after the eye of the tribe. For the first time in a long time, the Playbringer is getting extremely low. Friedrich Bannel should probably consider losing that one. He's lost his entire army somehow. What happened just now? What just happened? He doesn't have anything. The Pyromancers are absolutely taking down the Bone Hexers. This is rough. A really rough situation. Has to defend against the Trolls as well at the same time. He doesn't have enough for that. Especially if everybody gets in on this party at the same time. There are still 2 Titans on the field, right? I don't think the Titan has died. Has it? It has died? And we missed it? Oh man, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. We missed the Titan death. But the strong heart of the tribe is getting threatened now. Orcs are just waiting outside of the base. As Electro-Weasel can probably get it done, but maybe not. A lot of flesh eaters are shooting. The wallbreaker is not working right now. Okay, 2 wallbreakers on the job. But the strong heart of the tribe is definitely focusing it, as well as the bone hexers and flesh eaters. Probably a good idea to close in a little bit here. The orcs will definitely finish the job if the trolls can't. Oh yeah, they're going for it. Friedrich Bannel is essentially toast. He's definitely out of this game, I think. Goodbye, Friedrich Bannel. Boom, 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 boom. That's a lot of resources flying around, and the orcs will be more than happy to take it while the dwarves are down. Barge Maps has got an immense amount of resources overall, and it would be a big mistake to not take this base. The orcs could really use it. There's not a lot of resources, right? But there's a lot of space, and you can make a ton of farms there. Our red player has been completely nullified here. There's very little resources in the bank for rebuilding an army. There's no food. There is enough for a Titan though, so we might see a Titan again. Are the dwarves gonna try that again? So they've got the workers in the Tainted Obelisk, but not the actual Titan. Certainly don't have the resources for it in general. Orcs are coming in on this base. It's gonna be very difficult to deal with the Pyromancers, especially when they're piling up like this. And it forces a lot of AoE to happen. Is the Occultist gonna live through this? Looks like yes, no problem. Speeding up the Vortros has essentially no effect though, as they just get taken down pretty quickly. Kiting backwards are the Pyromancers, but now they're having to face the Shamans, and they're just as good at doing the same thing. They have 40% magic resist. These guys have 0. Cannot take that, and the base is now down. It's not a matchup they want to be fighting in. Oh man, oh man. They were more than happy to fight against the melee units, right? But once the high quality Shamans have arrived, that is a different topic entirely. We're also going to have a bunch of flyers in the form of the Wyvern. And looks like Barge Maps is taking over absolutely everything here. Flash Colossus is just absolutely terrifying. I'm not sure we're going to see another Titan in this game. Kurama certainly can't ever make one anymore, as he Has no access to any moon silver left. That's it. I think he's gonna get pushed on the main now, and there's really no way out of it. Byron gets taken down, but not before dealing a little bit of splash damage there. Wartroll doing what it can as well. Definitely will get destroyed though. The other Wartrolls are also not safe, as the splash damage is heavily going through their health. But the Citadel's already down to half. Healing Totem doing what it can, but the Occultist is absolutely going to town on these Pyromancers. And I'm not sure they can take it no more. Barge Maps destroys this base as well, claiming so much of the map that I think at this point he can win on pretty much anything. And we've got Electro Weasel just resigning, as there wasn't a lot of population to go around anymore. Not a lot of bases controlled, and with that, Barge Maps is victorious. Congrats. As I said earlier in the video, always feel free to send me replays if you want them cast. And on your way out, if you could like the video, subscribe, and maybe even hit the bell so that you get notified every time I make a video, that would be fantastic. I'd hugely appreciate it. Join the Discord, follow my socials, and so on and so forth. Links are in the description. I'll see you the next time.